2, 1. Oh, here we go. Hey, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Mimosa Monday.
That's good.
Yeah, we're at a Mexican restaurant. The mimosas came out kind of green. So, yeah, they particulate it. I have a very special guest today. I'd like to introduce to you Kelly Kester from Kelly Kester Photography. And also, previously my studio manager at Natalie Smith's Gallery Photography about 100 years ago?
No, I think 4 years ago, 4.5.
Had to be longer than that.
Nope.
Really?
Yeah, my daughter just turned 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah,
So-
she is the most beautiful and willful child in the world. Her name is Claire, and she's
going to
beautiful.
rule us all
She
someday.
will. Get used to it.
Yeah.
Claire Kester
Yes.
for president in 20.
If this Hillary thing doesn't
80.
work out, she's definitely going to be first woman president.
It's
well,
on.
hopefully not first. But yeah.
But one of the many.
Yes.
At that point.
Yeah.
Cheers to that. So yeah, today I wanted to introduce you to Kelly. Kelly is going to talk a little bit about what she's doing right now with her business, and then we are going to talk about the benefits of being friends with someone who is in the same industry as you, and maybe even has a very similar business to you.
Yes. So, yeah. Hi, I'm Kelly. A lot of you probably maybe remember me. I was pre-Whitney.
Yeah.
I like to say I was Whitney 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it depends on when you came into NSP, but Whitney is frequently referred to as Kelly 2 or New
Yes.
Kelly.
Yes.
Yes.
So I was with Natalie in the early days of her business, and I left, 4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago, when my daughter was born. And when she was about a year, I guess I wasn't sleep deprived enough and decided to start my own photography business.
Yeah.
So all my experience with Natalie was with weddings and seniors. So I, again, in my brilliance, decided to go for my own business with families and babies and maternity photos. Mm-hmm. And I love it. I mean, it's working out really well, and
She's totally awesome.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome to be able to see Kelly grow and be an incredible photographer, doing her own thing, and having gorgeous photos that you've been posting like a mad woman lately.
Thank you. And I still get to do weddings every once in a while. I still second shoot with Natalie whenever she lets me, and with Whitney sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, before Whitney left, but it's great. So I still get my wedding fix with those guys.
Yeah, we just keep bothering her. I'm just gonna keep bothering her for pretty much for forever.
I'm like an addict. I keep saying I'm not going to do it anymore, but it's so much fun. I love all the wedding clients I've worked with for Natalie. I love you guys. I still I think of you. I remember all their names. It's super weird.
They love you too. Yeah, so some of the advantages of being Nate's live and he's commenting your husband. So actually we should tell our origin story. So Kelly and I met because Kelly was one of my very first wedding clients.
Yep.
And
2009, baby.
2009. That was I think I had one wedding to show you that I'd shot on my own, and it was kind of it was cute because I'm gonna tell the real story. Kelly was like, oh, she's just she just graduated, she's practically a student, and somebody had told her about me, and they were like, well, we won't book her, but we'll meet with her.
Give her a
That'd be
chance.
really cute.
Yeah.
We'll do her a favor. And then she liked me. She booked me.
Yeah, we did like her. We're actually, we think she'll probably handle it pretty well. So
And it went pretty well.
It went great. No regrets. No regrets.
So that's how we met. And then I just, after the wedding, I was like, oh, I want to just keep seeing this chick. And then I needed to hire somebody because I needed to hire somebody.
She really did.
Yeah, I really did. And I was like, Kelly, I remember that you like photography. Do you want to work for me? And she was like, sure.
Why not?
Yeah, so that's literally exactly how it started.
Our first office was in her
my
bedroom.
apartment.
Yeah, an extra bedroom at her apartment.
And I handed her a whiteboard full of everything that had to happen in the business. And it was just packed. And I was like, so this is what we do. I had one whiteboard and it was very special.
But it was just such a cool journey because I think within a year we had moved to the office in Pittsford, if anyone remembers that, right on the canal. And that was just
34 State Street.
Oh, it was such a huge moment. We felt like we had made it, it's just so special, and I can't believe I got to be a part of all that, It was happy memories.
It was awesome. We had really good memories together. So a couple of quick tips. So, and actually it's kind of a funny scenario because I think sometimes people see that we are in like competing businesses or like we're doing the same thing. And people are like, oh, like I saw Kelly's doing photography now. Like, are we mad at her? And I'm like, dude, no. Like, we are really not mad at her. So I think that it's one of those things where, you know, maybe if you are on the outside looking in, or like if you don't own a business, you might not immediately see the value in having a friend who does a similar thing as you, or a friend in your industry. And we were just talking quickly before, she was like, do you record these? I'm like, no, they're live and we don't really plan them. But we were talking through a couple of the items on why we think it's so beneficial to have friends in the industry. So we'll just kind of go back and forth. One of my favorite things is that we really get to just share information and educational materials, and you know, you mentioned products that we've tried, and just, you know, being able to try those things out. One
It's
of
like
us
we can
instead of both.
divide and conquer, you know,
Yes.
because I only have one brain and there's so much out there in terms of education and workshops and software, and it's overwhelming. So I feel like we have this like mini mastermind where
Totally. Whitney's in on it too,
yeah,
in case
she
you were
is.
wondering.
Whitney's in on it.
Cheers,
yeah.
Whit.
Yeah. Hey,
In-
Whit.
in
we
Des Moines,
miss you.
yeah.
Hi, Whit. But yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have to work quite so hard.
I agree. And it's nice too, especially in those moments at 2 a.m. when you're making the really important business decisions, to
Yeah.
be able to send an email and say, hey, like, is this crazy? Have you tried this? Or like, should I just get some sleep? So that's really nice.
Yeah, it's a big thing. You took mine. That was really good.
That was totally yours.
That was
Do you want to share
definitely-
one of mine? You get to take credit for your friends' ideas. So if Kelly has a really good idea, I'm just going to take it and use it as my own.
There you go. Yeah, no, I'm blanking. This is live. Isn't
Oh
it?
no, that's fine. No, I got like 10 more. So one thing that I think the biggest reason that it's good is because we have different brands. We're different photographers,
Yes.
and I think especially when
That's
you're hiring a
huge.
creative, it's not like we're both selling cups. Like we don't both have the same
No.
thing that we're selling for the same price. And if you want this cup, you
different.
can buy it from me or Kelly.
Different.
And you have to pick which one you like more. It's not like that at all.
Yeah.
We have different brands. We have different goals. We want our clients to have different products or things at the end of the experience,
Yeah.
and different things motivate us as photographers.
For sure. We've got, different styles for sure. So it's kind of nice to, when I went out on my own, it was like a blessing and a curse working for you
Yeah,
in some ways.
mostly a curse, I'm sure.
No. I mean, I really think that there needs to be more apprenticeship in our industry. You know, it's so popular now. I'm going to go on a little rant. Sorry.
Rant.
Especially if you're a photographer, you can buy a camera, and I'm a photographer now. There's really no barrier to entry.
Totally.
And that's great in some ways, but there's a lot of people out there that kind of don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So,
And they have to make the mistakes
yes,
on their clients.
own dime.
Yeah, on their own dime and on their own clients.
Yeah,
So
and it can be really bumpy.
Yeah.
For me, I, was in on the ground level with Natalie, and we grew your business together. And I saw the mistakes that we made and the successes that we had. And so then when I went to do my own thing,
yeah.
I could remember that. And again, it's kind of a blessing and a curse. It's good that I can, not repeat those same mistakes, but then sometimes I have to kind of get out of my own head, because I can be afraid to try things.
Sure.
Because I'm like, that didn't work for Natalie. I can't do that.
Totally makes sense. And we have
Yeah.
completely different personalities too,
Yes,
as
we do.
you guys probably know.
Yeah.
So it's what works for me won't work for Kelly necessarily,
Right.
and what works for Kelly won't work for me.
Yeah.
But there are of course some overlaps.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So that was a good one.
Yeah.
We have different brands, and I
We
think
refer clients to each other all the
Yes.
time. So
Yeah.
I'm not really wanting to be into weddings too much. If the right wedding comes along, I'll take it occasionally. But for the most part, when I get wedding inquiries, I'm sending them over to her.
and I want them.
Yes, and I'm happy to do that.
Yes, and I actually, this is kind of the first time I'm publicly saying this, but we are no longer accepting new senior clients for various reasons that I should probably have a whole other video about. But we are honoring our legacy clients, so clients that we've already photographed older siblings for. But any new clients that are writing in want senior portraits, I'm sending them to Kelly. And she also does like different family and baby and maternity photos than I do. So I send people her way for those, and just a bunch of other things. And we always know better as professionals who somebody would be better suited to be with.
Yeah.
Probably in a way that we might not actually be able to explain to our clients.
Yeah.
But it's just nice that we can do that. And if either of us is in a pinch, and we need a lens or a cup of sugar or something.
Oh my God, yes. That's huge.
Call
That's
each other.
huge. I've borrowed so many lenses and equipment from her, and you've borrowed from me too.
Absolutely,
actually, when
yeah.
you've been in a pinch.
Yeah.
And we're always happy to help.
And like my secret agenda, when you're like, hey, what equipment should I buy? I'm like, oh, you should buy this. She's like, you don't have that. I'm like, oh, really? You should buy it. Don't worry about it.
But it's cool too because I can help you out in a pinch. I mean, we both have totally helped each other out.
Yeah.
You had a situation once with a second shooter for a wedding.
Yes.
I think he got sick or something.
Ill.
Got
Yeah.
really sick, and they called me and they were like, "Oh my God, we're in trouble.
I need you."
Yeah, and I was like, "I'm there. I'm there."
Yeah. People always ask, like, Natalie, what happens if you can't shoot a wedding? Which, knock on wood, has never happened. But this is what would happen. So I would call Kelly, and if Kelly was busy, we'd fly Whitney in, and like, you know, we have checks among checks and backups among backups. But it's so important to have friends in the biz.
It is.
And,
it is, and there's enough clients out there for everyone.
Absolutely.
Especially in something like photography, where it's such a personal choice. You really, you know, everyone has a different style and a different, you know, way of doing things.
Yeah.
And so I never feel like, you know, ooh, you know, I don't want to send people Natalie's way, or like I'm in competition with Natalie, because it's totally different.
Yep.
You get totally different people than I do, and I feel like there's enough people out there for everyone.
It's a big city. We don't need thousands of clients. We don't want thousands of clients,
I don't.
actually.
I want the right clients.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We both do. And they're different people for both of us.
Yeah.
So. Aw. Anything else? I feel like we...
Thanks for being my friend after all these years.
Okay, sorry guys. We're having some moments
Drink my
here.
tequila.
We're having all the feels. Cheers. Thank you so much, Kelly, for being our guest
Thank
today
you for
on
asking
Mimosa
me
Monday.
to be on and giving me 20 minutes notice. She texted me as I was getting ready. I'm
Nothing
like,
has changed from when we started together.
No.
It's probably why she quit. Thank you.
Yes, thank
It was
you.
really good having you here, and
wishing you continued success and awesome clients.
And you too.
Yeah.
Cheers, my dear.
Cheers.
Awesome. Hi, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this touchy-feely one.
I'm gonna eat a chip.
Yeah, eat that chip. The phone, we're collecting it. It's like jammed into like a Dos Equis cerveza
Hot
box.
sauce, baby. Hot
There you
sauce.
go. Hope you like that. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye.